versus NRG, of course, joining me for tonight's action. It is the wonderful Tom. Buddy, how you doing?
Pretty good, pretty hyped up as well to see what OpTic can pull out of the bag. So, I'm just going to jump straight into this, if you don't mind, Flakes. Pissed around already, mate.
Yes, go to town, nice and quick. Exactly the sort of start we want to be seeing is OpTic pretty much looking towards this B site, banking an opportunity on Fugly and ANJ respectively, seeing if they can find those picks. But NRG full on that rotation, leaving a lot of firepower there for them to play with. A good start nonetheless does lead to an early kill, but Cirque and Fugly both holding them back. Freiburg looking to wake up, does find himself a single fractal wall. Good Breeze up against it. It's all falling apart. OpTic Gaming, they only need to find Daps, and the round is basically done and dusted right there and then, let alone the fact the bomb is coming through.
Yeah, it's going to be really hard for him to be able to do this. No defuse kit on him, and it's going to get faced off here. Taps down Freiburg. Fantastic play. Going to be looking to peek in here. You can hear one guy on his left. He made a little bit of a first step. Spots out the side of one. The Magisboy going to be able to finish him off. Finish the round off with 2 kills on the ball for him as well. And that's a fantastic start for OpTic Gaming. Freiburg from those shots, though. And then up dropping down to, obviously, Daps there. Nonetheless, though, 0-1 in favour of OpTic Gaming here. And let's have a little bit of a chat over the map pool here quickly. So first map is obviously going to be OpTic's favour.
Yeah, definitely going to be something that we do look to see them perform. Of course, Overpass a staple, suffice to say. Of course, at least in this round, we are, of course, looking at an NRG lineup who have kept some money. It's going to be about $1,000 or so. Pretty much just going to be kind of tying themselves until that third round, trying to get a bit of money to play with on that buy as well. For OpTic, this should be a walk in the park. Daps just going to be looking to spot towards short. Freiburg work out with these rifles towards connector. Sure as well. It all basically leads up to simple pickings at this point. Fugly does actually pick off one with the Deagle, but not before Freiburg can trade straight away.
So looking in for those shots on towards Alu, but Alu going to take one before he gets that sweet Deagle shot in onto his head over towards Tree. So they've already done some damage to the economy here from the CT side onto the T's, taking down Alu and Mixwell as well. So still 3 players left on their side, but there's some guns that dropped. But CT's looking pretty happy with themselves. Breeze there. He's going to have some players coming into his crosshairs in a moment. Onesie coming out. Hello! Breeze going in for the second runner as well, but it's not going to happen because HSS going to be able to take him down. Freiburg going to back his teammate up here, but Cirque, the last player left alive, and he's all the way over towards B site. So far away here, Flakes. I mean, there's just no way he can pull this pick. He'd have to do some kind of voodoo magic, but they are walking towards him. So this could actually stand a bit of a chance for him as they look to push it down through this door. He's positioned himself correctly, but he might be going too aggressively. Doesn't even see it coming. Going to be blown away.
You talk about magic. I mean, he does pull both players towards him, but unfortunately the shot does go to his head, and that leaves him a little bit lifeless as NRG continue now to hemorrhage that money. Double eco, at least with the added pistols from that previous round, somewhat helping them put up a bit of a fight, but now it should be much, much tougher. Still P250s and CZs, but any careful round such is out of the question. For OpTic, another easy farm round. I mean, look at the fact they've got 3 MAC-10s, 2 AK-47s to work with. It is the perfect combination. So they're just going to spread their wings amongst Overpass. Look to see if they can basically find any picks without too much trade back from NRG. I mean, you do see a nice crossfire from Breeze and ANJ, both playing towards the right-hand side of the toilet. But I don't think OpTic are in a dire spot just yet. Not a long way off, in fact.
Yeah, they've still got quite a good way to go at the moment as they go and plant the bomb. It's not going to really be too much of an issue with NRG doing this. I mean, that MAC-10, it's not going to be too much they can do. If they can sort of gang up on someone, they might be able to get a frag in there. And there's an opportunity here. I mean, especially with the players coming under, and that's going to be Magisboy with the MAC-10. To get some frags here. It's actually going to be Mixwell going to get dinked over towards Connector, and he might just find himself having a lot of CTs collapsing in on his position any moment, which could come in. HS actually going to be picking up Mac himself, and they're going to run into him. He's going to pick up one goal, going in for the second. Rez just not going to stand a chance. Mixwell joining with the frags. With HS falling, a little bit more economical damage done, but not too much. NG, will he actually be able to pick up anything? I don't know if he will. Maybe. No. Mac-10 coming into favour. Not quite sure why Magisboy couldn't find an AK. I don't know if there was any, but still doing a good job there, firing up some of that extra cash. But it's going to be that first rifle buy here coming up from NRG.
They're definitely looking forward, of course, to seeing what NRG can do. Most notably, that AWP looking to be a bit of a cookie-cutter weapon here. For Cirque, he's been incredible on his rise to the top. NRG is just going to be one step of that hopefully long and prosperous journey. But it needs to perform, it needs to keep that up and have an impact in these big games. And Well, a decider qualifier, where better, to be honest. Daps going to be put under pressure towards Monster. Good defensive smoke, but Mixwell is just going to walk right on through. There's the first kill, locked in. A second has to be found, though. Daps doing it, finds it on towards Freiburg. ANJ as well on towards HS. It gets better and better. Breeze stopping Magic's way right in his tracks. Even just Alu, last man standing. He'll be gobbled up by the M4A4. And NRG will pick up that first round.
And also Ban as well, so you're going to be able to pick up that AWP going into the next round. And first of many, I think. With that, it was just so convincing. They just shut down the push so easily. And with that position as well over towards short from Brez, it was just them walking into him. And he was cutting them down like a hot blade through butter, you could say. But now it's the time for OpTic to really just shut them down. Shut down their economy as well before we can actually start. Freiburg with only the P250. Alu takes down Cirque. Nice shot to start it off. And already going to be one man down on the NRG side. Freiburg going to be leading the charge up through Connector. He's going to be meeting head on with Fugly, who catches him off guard. It's another AWP in his hands as well.
Daps pinned on towards Connector. Doesn't check towards HS's position. Just deeply ingrained in towards short. Does enable OpTic to further their hold over the round at this point. Is NRG with just 2 players left. Have so much to push back for. ANJ trying to survive on towards B. Has the open, is in a good position. I mean, all things considered, he can look between short and Monster. Problem is, once he finds a singular frag, he'll be pushed from the other side, and that's what we're going to be seeing here right now. Under so much pressure, pulls in for the double, has to go for the triple. The shot will not connect. Mixwell still standing, becomes the problem. Takes control of the site, allows his teammate to walk on through and get a simple plant, leaving just Breeze to hang out and do his own thing. As he attempts to 1v3, but perhaps too ballsy of a play, already being thrown a simple flash, playing for just a few moments, but nothing that will change his mind. He's standing behind his call to clutch. We still classify it as just an attempt, and barely even that at the moment. He does find Mixwell, looking for a second, has the information on Alu, but Magic will swing. And that is OpTic 4-1 up, and most importantly, really, really harming the economy of NRG. Just look at how much they've got to spend going forward in this round. It's going to be tough for them to cobble something together, and that's if they even do anything but equalize their economy. That would be implying some Kevlar, some pistols, but that's about it. But no, they're going to force it. 2 rifles, a UMP, and 2 CZs. It's a poker play, yeah.
Gambling for it. I hope for the best. Hope for the best cards like they can do. Full house might be on the table as well. Start off though, we are going to be seeing aggressive across the whole map as well. Alu, the AWP looking to take control of that long position up towards A. If we can do this, it would be huge, but Brez actually going to take down one, going for the second, not going to happen. Cirque does go for the trade there. Working fantastically. Fugly realizes, stay over towards the A site. Make sure you can hold this. Do not over-rotate. Freiburg trying to find the trade kill there over towards short. Not going to happen because they have fallen back, and man advantage can be in the favor of NRG in certain situations. At the moment, it's equalized over towards the B site. If the T's push in here, which they might not even have to do. Daps looking in for the peak. Doesn't quite work out in his favor though. He's going to have to back off.
OpTic and a bit of a I'd actually say not even a bit of a pretty definitive disadvantage at this point. Just waiting to see if they can find their way back in through long. Alu going to be working very confidently up. Fugly is going to be his point of contact though, and over towards Truck, it's going to be a hard position for Alu to find that pick on because Fugly's playing very defensively. But it will be Alu just staying scoped in. He'll walk on up. Basically just bank on that fight going his way. HS coming in through short. All the pieces together for OpTic working in motion. It's so hard to see it all bank on one player and one decision. I mean, if Fugly swings, for example, the round is... I mean, he spots Alu, that's huge. Alu has no idea. The bomb can't go down. And that's where the round will fall apart. 10 seconds left. They're going to rush for it now. You got Daps already there, trying to deny it. The molly, going to burn them all away. It's as simple as that. NRG climbing into the round out of just timing alone.
Reversal sweep. That's exactly what just happened. So unfortunate here for OpTic Gaming. Going to be back down on their knees here in regards to their economy. I don't think they're going to go to the fourth, so they just don't have enough money to really make that work for themselves. We'll see a few upgraded pistols here or there spotted across, and they actually go for the force on the whole time. So it is going to be that pistol play, and they're just going to go in for the pain. Considering how many rounds they've got to lose now, because they've got no round loss bonus at all to really back them up. It's going to be quite painful, so it should be a round in favor of NRG to just be able to take this away, and it'll be a one round 1 round of difference between them, then one step closer to that equalizer point that they're really going to be looking for. Oh,
what a
Matches Boy. Hello. He was jumping the mid-air as well. No, he wasn't actually boosted by NRG. So that's actually fantastic. Fugly over towards the A site. Cirque as well. He's going to be holding long. Might even get a chance. Spots out Alu. Takes him out. There's still a bit of a trade kill there. Fugly over towards Truck once again in this key position to be able to try and help his team out. As they rush in, he needs to make sure he keeps his distance from this. It's going to be the AWP coming into favor as well. So going to be able to take down Mixwell, but the kill coming out from HS. The push comes in. Freiburg takes down that Cirque. Fantastic play. Bomb is going down. Is this the double or triple reverse sweep here? I'm not even sure at this point. It's a little bit ridiculous. I mean, what do they do? Do they save here? They have to, right?
I think if you're looking at Daps and NJ, yeah, you have to save. You have no hold over towards that A site at all. You have no way back in, of course. Dumpster being locked down by the aggressive position of Magic Boy. So with all of that information taken stock off the fact, you have to save. I mean, you just... Yeah, I mean, my explanation is pretty poor of the situation, but nonetheless, the point is pretty crystal clear. You walk away from the round with 2 rifles. That is better than walking away with 0 rifles. You look at the economy of that team, they need those 2 rifles to supply even any chance of a next round. And you're going to see that as we tick on through. Freiburg, of course, looking to see if he can take one of those rifles down. A pretty good chance, but unfortunately, the molly doesn't quite suffice. Needs to land a few deagle shots. They don't quite go where he's expecting. It does mean that NRG will get those 2 AKs. Now, again, look back at the money. If they wanted to try anything at all, whether it's throwing SMGs over from the likes of NJ and Daps, at least now they can. They're going to go for full utility, though, which is...
Interesting.
Yeah, it's a meh play because it means the rest of his team are always hung out to dry. I mean, they're going to have to do their own thing. You haven't really equalized your economy either. You've got some players fully committed. You've got others kind of buying down to 1,000 or so. It's messy when you're going for these neck-to-neck rounds, kind of 1-for-1, backwards and forwards.
Yeah, so it's going to be interesting how OpTic actually play against this buy. Because, I mean, I think NRG are probably going to take a few more risks. I mean, they've got these pistol players, so if they back up the rifles properly, or just do their own thing, it's going to be quite hard to play against that. If it's a bit more random play rather than a set play coming in from NRG, might work in their favor. If they just go for a set play, OpTic Gaming should probably just be able to smash them out. If they just play passive these pistols as well, I think we'll just see, obviously, OpTic going in for the trades here, or even just gang up and take them out before they fall down. But over towards long, there is going to be Cirque. He's got the CZ, so it's a little bit dangerous peeking that long angle, especially with the AWP on Alu going to be going in for the peek as well. Nonetheless, though, going in for the grenades, should have a nice easy time here. Fugly with some utility as well. But riflers, that's going to be Sam ANG. One of them is going to rotate over, so this is where the chance is for the CTs. If they can get the riflers up there now, whilst execution is coming in, smoke does go down over towards short flash as well, but Freiburg, he's looking to rush through, takes down one, transfer on towards Fugly, but he's not there yet. Mixwell comes in, it takes the frag onto Fugly before he can get dropped down. ANG going to fall as well, that's a rifle out of play. Only 2 people left alive. Daps, he's going to go for the save here. Whereas he's going to be looking to try and do as much damage to the economy as he can as he looks to peek in. The CZ, but his head just might get snapped off. He gets tagged all the way down to 11. Safe play coming in from the T-Zo, making sure to check all their angles as well. NRG going to run and try and fight for another day. Survive for another day. Whatever you want it is. There's some utility left over on OpTic as well.
Definitely that utility, I think, is certainly going to be important going forward in the next round, because again, NRG, not to harp on about it, but they have, bear in mind, right, actually, just to give a bit of an explanation on this, look at the way the last 4 rounds have gone. Round 7, round 6, round 5, and round 4, pretty much where the story originated from the pistol win of OpTic. They did then find themselves losing that first buy. That was a pretty good buy from NRG as well. It was very one-sided. It was 4 players surviving, I think. Yeah. From that point onwards, it has been 1-to-1 either side, which has meant NRG have not built up anything in terms of bonus or anything like that. All they've been doing is spending money. They've not even been able to carry much over in between rounds. So when they go forward like they are now, when you've opened up a bit of a streak, just to refresh that, you see OpTic gaining 2. NRG have what? Basically still nothing. I mean, you've got $3,000 or so, which could argue towards something maybe very much in the light region of pistols and Kevlar, but that's that. I think, you know, if you are them, you just want to balance it out and just accept that this is you now losing 3 in a row to OpTic. You're giving them 7 on their T side. You may well hand them the reins of a very strong half as well. And this is where things ultimately just all go downhill for NRG. It makes that next buy all the more important.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, luckily for them, this is OpTic's game map rather as well, so it kind of makes sense that they've come into this a lot sort of stronger as well. I mean, you'd hope not 7 rounds at minimum on T side. CT side, you don't want to allow them to get that, but nonetheless, so second map, Inferno, could be interesting. NRG could really bring it back on that one. We have seen some interesting plays so far. T's though, rushing over towards long. Daps, where's he positioned? Over towards toilets. AWP on Alu, trying to watch that long position as well in case someone tries to go in for the peak, which might happen. NRG has got that deagle. Might get boosted over this wall, or they're just going to go in for the peak here. Rush coming out, but Alu takes 2. Collateral coming in, 4th. 3rd, rather, can't count. ANG does get a kill, but it's not going to be enough. Daps left with an AK-47, 1 versus 4 situation, misses the headshot, follows it up with a nice spray onto him though, but Magic Boy gets the trade, left with 13 points of HP. Now this is the buy that really is going to be able to define what happens next. If they lose this round, it's going to be so detrimental to the whole game for them.
Yeah, it's going to be very, very tough. Of course, NRG being kept alive by a quick stint of investment from some outside sources leaves them at least with an AWP and 4 rifles to play with. Good chunk of utility mixed amongst a few players. Daps on the lower side, but again, it's the smoke that's probably most important. Could mean for just such a simple piece for $300 that holds back OpTic from being comfortable and just pushing out. I mean, they're still going to take short with no care in the world at all. I mean, the lack of care from Mixwell, just the way he just basically checks for the jump and then gets himself over here. It's ballsy from OpTic, but it's going to pay off because no one is willing to punish from NRG.
Just a little bit too scared. ANG though, going to be meeting head on with the Matches Boy. Going to be able to get a kill as well, and that's an AK in their hands if they so wish. They should also know that potentially some people going over towards the B side. HS going to be going in for the entrance. 1 in water. Going to have to hold on to this, but he's going to get shot down any moment. There we go. Headshot coming out from both of them, but unfortunately the AK is just a lot better here. 2 going to be coming out through connector, but the Molotov is going to get smoked out actually. Interestingly on that front. You're going to be seeing the grenade. Might actually work in their favor. ANG might just get blown bits. Tag down a little bit. Spray through the wall. Doesn't quite work out. 3 players. They're going to be going in for this as well. They do have a guy above them. That is going to be Cirque. He has got the AWP as well. If he can get the peak on them, it could be the game changer here. But there we go. That's going to be the save call here. And they're just going to be running for the hills.
Yeah, at this point, NRG, I think they just have to, again, accept defeat. I mean, saving 3 players this time is so much better because they've all got guns. So please, just keep them alive. I mean, I'm basically down on my knees praying for NRG at this point. They get that all, they get those 2 rifles. You can definitely make something work between everyone else. I mean, HS is kind of awkward that he dies, but it's whatever. They can definitely afford that with $10,000 on HS, so it's still not a problem for OpTic. But again, for NRG, between those players, $3,000, you can make drops work. They can survive. They'll deal with it. They'll get over it. It does just mean that, again, they're up against a barrel going forward in this round, whereas if they die and they drop it, it's still going to be awkward. I mean, thankfully, they've got 4 rounds now built up, which certainly will support them. But, yeah, you're betting a lot on that.
A lot indeed. Interestingly, if you have a look at the kills on OpTic in a moment, it's quite interesting to see what they sort of line up being. And HS gets a kill, but trade does come out, and that's quite crucial for the CTs to actually trying to at least equalize that. If they can get another kill on Ts, that'd be brilliant. But back to, I mean, the kills otherwise, majority of them, 3 of them, Freiburg, Alu, Mixwell, all on 7 kills. You can see like they're spread out here. No one's really dominating. Sure, HS is above, and he's actually playing better than I have seen him in the past few games here at EPICENTER. Compared to in the past, where we have seen him just blow out. So he might just actually start settling into the lineup here on OpTic. Obviously the youngest member here. Nonetheless though, back into the game here, Flakes. But I mean, what do you make about the equalized kills there?
Honestly, you did lose a lot of my trailer thought. That was a very drawn out comment, but I think I kind of understand what you're getting at a little bit. I'm not sure. That was quite big.
Yeah,
so I apologize for that, but yeah, definitely. I mean, I think you're talking about trading. I think that's what I got from that. So hopefully we see some good of that action. I mean, Aloe being down to 22 HP definitely helps for a bit of early pressure on towards that AWP as Freiburg is going to lead the charge through, leaving Fugly completely blind. Look now backed off into a corner, has to stave away the sight with the AWP, finds 2 quick kills, looking for a 3rd, but Mixwell will still trade. A&J over on towards Truck, trying to hold the smoke. Bomb is picked up. Flash comes through, this will bite him. To take the push, starts to spray, but Mixwell is 2 down quick. Aloe on towards Brez, and the round crumbles. OpTic 9-2. You can't knock them, you can't hate on them, you can only join them as NRG. Again, nothing to spend. It will force practically a 10th over to OpTic, which is huge on T-side overpass.
I mean, with this coming out, so top heavy on the T side going into CT side, it's almost so easy to say that it's going to come back for them. But you know what? OpTic Gaming quite recently losing, what was it, 15 rounds in a row to Renegades? I can't say that. They're just going to easily be able to smash this out because it could go either one way when it comes to OpTic at the moment. They seem a little bit uneasy on a few of their sort of play styles. But nonetheless, that was on cash. That is the decider of this series as well. We're not there yet. T's still easily chance to smash this out. And they're actually going to be sneaking over towards B. Look at this, Matches Boy. He's already on site. He's waiting to line them up. Takes one. The trade needs to come out, but it's not happening yet. HSS from Monster actually going to be able to take out the Heaven player, but Fugly going to get traded out. Headshot for headshot there. Cirque, though, going to be able to pick up a gun for himself. 1v2 situation. Alu coming up behind him with a B250 in hand. AWP on his back as well. Bomb is hidden away, but that's just too easy.
A round that's fairly lock and key for OpTic. I don't think we were expecting too much considering the weaponry in play, but the fact they got a few kills and a little bit of disruption, I guess, is at least some sort of positive element to add in. Of course, at this point, NRG kind of scraping the bottom of the barrel for something positive to talk about. Just being stuck upon 2 rounds, losing buy for buy. I pledge that this is certainly going to be an improvement. I really would like to, but we'll have to see if they can prove me right and back up what I'm thinking is, again, it's that aggression in towards short. This time a little bit more respectful from Majestic, so they're straight for the wallbang. I'm cautious of the fact they could have been pushed, but NRG, I don't think they've taken short more than once this game. That for me shows a bit of a lack of freedom on their CT side. That's the aggression. I mean, not to use the same word, but aggression really is so simple in terms of describing that CT setup. There's just none of it. Daps finally walking forward. They push together, but HS then comes in from behind. Starts to cause a bit of a problem. Freiburg on towards Daps. The trades for OpTic start to really set up pace. That bomb on towards short. Can't really move further forward. Just going to be waiting. Waiting for Ali to strike.
Is he going to be able to strike though? There we go. Famous third person coming into favor. But Fugly behind the smoke. Not going to be any use because he's actually going to be seen as T side go over towards A. Rotation going to be coming in for the CTs as well, but they're going to have to play a bit of catch up here because Alu, he's looking in for the kills. He's hungry. He might be able to spot out one as well. Cirque, I think he actually did see that out. He's got the AWP holding this tight angle as well. He's got to take the shot as well, and he's going to land it. Take it down, Alu. Going in for the second one as well. Lands it. Hello. Cirque taking down both of these fantastic players. Getting another round on the board, but at this point, every round counts, and it's a little bit desperate when it comes to it as well. Should be interesting to see what they're able to really be able to invest into this, considering so many of them die going to that round. And OpTic Gaming, they had such a bank to fall back on, and there's only another 2 rounds to go for this half. AWP on Cirque. Let's see if they can actually take that aggression that you were talking about. Trying to get that Explorer play out towards mid. And AWP on Cirque is going to be coming out, looking in for the peak. Does spot that one over towards play area. Might be backing off. It's going to be doing exactly that because they're going to be playing aggressive on the T side over towards Long, but they're going to be meeting up with NRG. They take him down, but Cirque coming over towards Long misses his chance. Alu takes another frag from Majesboy from Connector, gets a kill on Fugly. There's only 2 people left alive.
Ali just opening up the round single-handedly at this point, supported of course by Magic, who did chime in for one, but I still think Magic is going to be the second-hand element to the round in comparison to just the work that AWP has done at carving the OpTic flag on towards that B site. Daps in a good position, but much like the CZ play towards Pillar, he's going to be a good position, but the timing is where he'll fall apart. Before he can achieve anything at all, he gets taken, leaving just Brez now to try. I mean, I was going to say survive, but much more like try and eventually fail, because Alu, not only does he land the tag, but then he follows up with the kill as well. So OpTic, 11 rounds, T-side overpass. Somebody please do NRG a favor and call a doctor, because they need some sort of assistance with getting anything out their CT side. Just 2 Deagles here on ANJ and Daps. ANJ not even got Kevlar to play with. You got a UMP and an M41S. The M41S is perhaps the shining light in the round, but even that's a rough patch because he's just got a flash.
Maybe we can run like the flash and actually get something done and go for the aggression play, but it seems like they're just not able to as well. But, you know, Fugly, he's actually going for a little bit of a mission here alongside the play of the UMP as well. Freiburg going over towards Long. That's going to be held by Cirque over towards the A site. There's going to be 2 of them as well. 1 rotating. That is going to be Daps as well, the Deagle. So 2 pistols, 1 rifle. Going to be holding up against a barrage of aggression from the T's. This is just going to be painful. Mixwell going to be going in for the enter here. He might get the headshot. He does. That's the rifle down. That was just so clean. Such a disadvantage ready here going into the last round as OpTic Gaming looking to finish this out. 3-12 in their favor. HS finds another one. That's the A site almost completely clear. 1 in bank, 1 coming from stairs. Whereas coming from behind, looking to try and take them down. It's easy in Fugly's hands. Gets a kill. Alu's going to have to do a bit more work here because NRG has actually got the AK-47. He could make something happen here. He needs to. He does find Freiburg. Keep kill. 2 versus 2. No defuse get. No armor on NRG. Armor ticking. Very painful. Smoke goes down. Aggression is coming down as well. Alu going to get taken down. Fugly going big with Magisboy failing dramatically here as the bomb is going to get defused. And NRG about to end this out, folks, with at least 1 more round.
11-4, the final scoreline of half number 1, half number 2, getting ready to kick on off. I think for NRG though, they still have got to get this pistol, otherwise things could get just almost unrepairable. I mean, OpTic, they take the pistol, that's 12-4 already, then you add in the fact that they may well deny NRG that force-up win. That puts you on 13-4. Things become all onto just a singular buy round, if that. And for NRG, this is everything their T side. Just 5 sets of Kevlar banking on those headshots with the Glocks. Early flash towards Monster. Will we do nothing as it's all going to be on the short plane. Magis kill number 1, taken down Daps, but quick trades coming in from ANJ and Prez. Both of them doing work. Fugly as well on towards Freiburg. Sir completely clearing the site. Mixwell on towards short, he'll lose his head. And as simple as that, leaves just OpTic with HS.
Don't know if he's even going to be able to do anything here. He does find 1 kill, but going to get and eventually shot through the wall with a Glock by Fugly. Going to be picking up a USP for his trouble and a couple of kills as well. Doing pretty good so far here. Surviving with 3 people as well going into the next round. Doesn't really say too much, but a little bit of armor heal there. And we're going to be seeing 3 upgraded rifles. So the AK-47, 2 MAC-10s as well to farm some extra cash on. Lucky for them, we're not going to be seeing a full buy coming out from OpTic. They're saving a little bit of cash heal there. Going in for the confidence play, they have got the Deagles, so I don't blame them. CZ in hands of Magisboy as well. Mixwell probably looking to save it up for that AWP as well. USP in hand. Get some dinks as well. Allow his team to be able to go in for this as well. For body shots and the Deagles. We're going to be seeing that the T's just rushing towards the B side here.
MAC-10 from Daps just going to hop on around the corner, starting to take a few contact plays, leading to 2, make that even 3 simple kills. Prez was doing work with the AK. Muttering off a few shots towards heaven as Alu will lose his life. Leaving just Magis Glassman standing. Of course, worth noting, for some reason, I make it a habit to call ANG, but it is ANJ. That is a fact. Definitely got to make sure that we stay on the ball with that one. But that said, just a lonely CZ for OpTic. That's all it will come down to here. NRG working their way back in on their T side. So much to do, so little time. But round by round, frag by frag, the game becomes possible.
Possible? Sure. Possible, yes. Gonna happen? I don't know. We'll see. NRG though, having a fantastic start to their T side, but only picking up the 2 rounds doesn't really define the whole game. We'll see if they can actually continue on that streak as another eco will be coming out from OpTic. Buying up the basics here, pistol there, heal there, Magisboy with the CZ as well. Probably play around him, not invest too much into this so they can buy him extra utility next round. Mixwell does buy up a flash though, indicates that it is going to be that B rush from these players as well. He'll be allowed to sort of flash them in. They could go in for these frags, but it's going to be a little bit dangerous, especially as the majority of the T's are ready over towards B. Flash goes out, but it's not going to be a bit of a rough for them. But Fugly does get taken down. Magisboy going to do his job. HS going to get taken down. ANJ rather. Keep saying that wrong, but Magisboy does get 1 crack. He's going to get dropped there. Daps going to chime in with the Mac kills, farming up all that mad cash as he wishes. ANJ. Daps going to get the kills each. 8k on Cirque. That's quite big. If you look at the bottom of the AWP, I'd imagine this round.
It's a bad habit, their name, isn't it, calling him ANG? It's like you pick up and then it just keeps slipping out every now and then.
Yeah, I think it's like NRG, it's like, just just bad
Yeah,
habit.
it just kind of
Once you get
slips
in it.
out.
But you know what?
It's one of those things.
Yeah.
But yeah, we just gotta build a bridge, get over it, plow through it. Alu, AWP, living up to that mantra as he just mows on through Cirque. That's a big player to lose for NRG. Is Fugly now gonna have to go very aggressive to try and trade that one back? Carves out a beautiful picture around Magisk. I think that's the Mona Lisa I just spotted. But no kill.
Sure. You know what? With one person down, I still think NRG have their way back into this. I think they could do this. Fugly, he's been playing quite well. He's going in for the aggression, but Alu going in for the kill. It's actually a trade because Freiburg, the IGL here, does get taken down. Daps clearing out connector as well. This is a big play here. They have left the bomb quite far behind. There's only 3 of them. It's going to be a 3 versus 4 situation. This is where things might get a little bit more stress for them. They've got one player across each one of the lanes here on this map. They can't go for the trades. That's impossible in this situation at such far distances. But they are closing that gap as well. We have got Perez and Daps closing up, trying to buddy up. Under partners, as it were. Going to go pick up the bomb. And I think there's going to be probably a B hit here. Daps going to go through connector, through short. Trying to see if anything's here. Also at the same time, A and J. There we go. Got it right. Is going to be going as well through Monster.
That is a masterful film reference, by the way. I hope people understood what you just did, but that was classy. Hopefully they do whip up a bit of a storm in towards that B site. Daps going for a bit of a close-knit wallbang, but nothing will come of it. Perez is going to get in the smoke, go straight for the plant. HS trying to cover him off. Damage being done from the frag grenade, but again, not a singular kill. Being late, playing by OpTic up until Magisk lets rip into the smoke and finding something that goes their way. Mixwell as well on towards A&J. It's getting better and better. Alu, he just sieges on towards short. That should be a pick from the AWP, and OpTic, they drop some rounds, but they're back here to play. Because they will rekindle a buy. After 3 rounds lost thanks to the pistol, that buy, that does swing their way. It will put them to 12. And ultimately, this is why they now try to end things. Wait.
So,
no, yeah, it's good.
wait? Yeah, he's got it, but he just jumped up in the air around him then. I couldn't see why. I mean, yeah, Mixwell? Oh, he went to pick up a second ult. Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough. I thought that was the case, but I was like, hang on a minute.
You
I
had
thought
me
I
panicked
already
for a
had it.
second, though. I just heard, oh, and I was just like, what have I missed? I feel like I missed something in this situation, but no, we good.
Yeah, it was a calm. Oh, as in like let's reassess this because it could be a mistake, but they easily had it by a couple of seconds there, so it's all good. 7-12. NRG Flakes, they might have a chance to be able to bring this back. If they shut down the OpTic this round, it could really enable them to be able to get that. But, you know, close up that round difference, which is easily possible. Daps going to be pushing through, knife out the AWP to back him up, trying to bait out the shots so he can peek in, get the counter shot as well, but it doesn't quite work out. OpTic, they have opted in for AWPs here, Mixwell, Alu, fantastic AWPers as well, really coming into element as well on OpTic. It's fantastic to see. Freiburg are starting to really learn how to control them and place them in the right positions, as well as letting them sometimes do their own thing, it seems. HS as well, want to get used properly as well, and he's over towards Toxic Barrels there, holding over towards B. Meanwhile, the main aggression going to be coming out from NRG over towards mid and also in towards Suez. There's actually playing going for a little bit of a wonder as well, A&J. Trying to see if anyone's wanted to pick him up above the wall there. It's not though. If they jump, HS might be able to land that shot, but they're not really lining up for that yet.
At this point, NRG were just hoping that OpTic would give them an opportunity, a bit of aggression that they can then work with and hopefully use to basically launder them their first pick, but nothing was pushed through. Does now force them to be a bit more proactive in their play. I mean, AJ going to start to live up to that as he does be a bit of a one-man army up towards B short. Magis starts to creep onto Serg. Alu fielding a pick towards Fugly. It gets worse and worse, but ANJ's position on short starts to lead to a few green ticks. But the trade again from OpTic puts me in a bit of a downhill spiral. I mean, it is just kill after kill. Sure, NRG, you do get one or two every now and then, but it's always the same result. Whereas, trying to see if he can walk out through B, perhaps get a plant. If he takes down HS, it's possible. He's got to just stick his guns and just go for it. But if he does, Freiburg is going to be there right to the side. And that is a round that will go to OpTic. 13-7 will be the scoreline. NRG struggling again with the free play from OpTic as the late push towards long is what put them off guard this time. Started the kills off. That was done by Magisk, and it all went downhill from there. Alu with the AWP just putting in the work.
Yeah, really making it work for themselves as well, and they want up another AWP as well. Really worth it. It really allowed them into that round, but Magisk Boy, like you mentioned, really enabling them into that game. DZs and a Mag 10. I mean, why not? The classic Circle Blur, rush B. It's going to be Freiburg with the delayed Molotov, but it's actually going to work in his favor. He might just spot them out. He's going for the spray. Not going to quite work out, but the information is out now. He has spotted 1 or 2. I think he actually might have seen the bomb before he backed off, but no. They're now going to be pushing through. HS probably going to be looking to push himself up against the wall, go up against the ramp, wait for them to push against him. Mixwell as well. He's actually on site next to the pillar. Execution coming in. Smoke as well. He takes a shot. Going to be a hit 1. Going around the pillar, going in for the shot, but he's going to get blinded out. HS, he's completely blinded. Finds 1 though. NJ not going to stand a chance. Turned around. Going to get dropped though. Mixwell, oh, going absolutely huge here. Mixwell top of the boxes. It doesn't matter though, because Alu's here with the USP. Goes hero mode against Cirque and going to be able to help them pick up the 14th round. 2 away from being able to just close this out. There's going to be another buy coming out from NRG.
It's such an interesting decision from HS to actually face into Monster in the way he did. In terms of actually... I'll open up the map for a bit of explanation, right? Instead of just being canals and sitting towards here or sitting along this wall, he just walked into the monster smoke and was like, you know what, screw that. I'm going to just stand there, like, right at the tip of it and just go for shot after shot. Alu, meanwhile, cut me off, buddy, because you're feeling it. 22 to 11. That says already pretty much enough is enough, but we see the connector peak, leaving Daps very, very much lifeless. I mean, NRG, what can you do when you've got someone like that opening up rounds? Cirque, at least with the quick trade, does start to prompt things towards that B play. They've got Mixwell on short with that AWP, who's been pretty damn good at denying these pushes. 1 kill already being found, starts to fall back, holding the angle again, misses his shot. That's where NJ will strike, but Freiburg, he's already down and under, and he's already there to go for the multi-kill. The double is secured. Magis up from behind, 15 to 7 is where we find ourselves.
Freiburg may have well been pushing up daisies there, but he's at least getting some frags there, stopping them from being able to get that plant down and really holding onto that site. So OpTic Gaming playing fantastic once again. Like you said, Mixwell, he's on fire. Switching to the M4A4 because they don't have enough cash in the bank, which is surprising as well, considering how banked up they have been both these halves for a lot of them as well. And it's going to be a nice, easy round for them, I'd imagine, unless they fall short to these CZs, which can easily happen as well. So, you know what? Shouldn't undertalk that. Such fantastic weapons when it comes to them. So versatile. Not as ridiculous as they used to be. Still pretty good. And they're going to be going in for the rush over towards short here. Alu needs to get out dodge here if he's not careful. He's going to meet head up with these CZs. Daps actually finds 1, but the trade is going to be coming out. Freiburg going to be able to find down Daps. Freiburg looking for even more spray coming through. Finds 3 in total. 1 left. It's going to be NG. Is he going to... NJ. Can't have it. Freiburg lands a shot. Just a simple thing to the head. He knew exactly where it was coming from. Saw the barrel of the gun. Just tapped away.